Hey everybody, I'm Belinda Wasser, also known as RocketGirl. Today we're going to talk about how to organize your client files. Welcome to the RocketGirl Show. As a virtual assistant, it is critical to be able to put your hands on your client's files quickly. It's not billable when you're struggling to find an attachment or find a file or get some critical information that either you or your client needs to do the project. So you want to make sure that you're organized from the start so that you can impress your clients and streamline your work by putting your hands on documents quickly. Let's talk about how to do that. All right. The first thing is I want you to pick a place where you're going to keep all your client documents. It could be Dropbox, it could be OneDrive, it could be Google Docs, but wherever it is, I want you to find one place to keep them. In that place, create a folder called Clients, and all of your client work is going to go in there. Now, not all together and in a big jumble, but the next step is that you're going to use subfolders. The subfolder will be your client's name. You want to keep the same naming convention no matter what. So if you decide it's going to be a company name, that's fine, or the client's name. In my case, I work with a lot of solo professionals, so I think about them more in terms of their name versus their company name. But either way is fine, just be consistent. Then inside, you're going to want to organize the files in subfolders. So let's say I have client file Joe Smith, and then inside that I'll have another folder for his headshots, his logos, presentations, and then even deeper, if I have a lot of presentations for a client, in the presentation folder I might organize it by date or by client name, his client name, whatever makes the most sense for me to be able to find the files. The key here is also to use meaningful file names. So you want to make sure that, especially if edits are flying back and forth with a presentation, or even with headshots, that you date them, or you have the date in the file name. I have a few clients that update their headshots every year, and so I want to make sure that I know which year these headshots are for going backward. You also want to create, at that same level as the client folder, a client archive. So that way, when a client leaves, you just drag their folder right in the archive, just so it's out of the way and you're not tripping over it. I keep my client archive files for a long time because clients do come back, and I want to make sure that I can, be ready to roll, in the moment that they're ready to get started on the project again. But I don't want to be tripping over it all the time. The key here is to be consistent. So let me tell you a couple of benefits of that. One is that you'll always know where to find things, but a bigger thing for me is that I don't have to remember where I put something, because if I have a system, I know where it is. If I put my keys in the basket by the front door and someone says, "Where are your keys?" and I'm consistent, I'll say in the basket by the front door. If someone says, "Where's my presentation from 2019?" I know where it is. It's in their client folder, in the presentation folder, with a date attached to the presentation so I can find it. So you can see how important that is to really keep things organized. It'll help your clients, it'll impress your clients, and it will really help you make all of your time billable and not be wasting it. So if you have a big mess right now, what I suggest you do is create that client folder, create a folder for each client, and then as you have new information, pull it over, or as you use information that you already have in your mess, I put the mess all in one folder, you can pull from there. So that way you're not spending a lot of time that could be billable trying to make a system that is a mess perfect. You're just going forward with a clean slate. And you can always go back into your other folder and find things just the way you were before, but moving forward, you've fixed the issue. So before we leave today, I just want to take a minute and I want to tell you about my free online classroom. It is on Facebook, and to find it, you type the Virtual Assistant Connection. We have over 6,500, or we're going to hit 6,500 members probably tomorrow, which is very exciting. And the Virtual Assistant Connection is committed to educating and connecting virtual assistants all over the world. We're represented in over 47 countries, and it's a very exciting, nurturing place to be, whether you're just thinking about being a virtual assistant or you've been one for a while. So I hope you'll join me over there. I'd love to welcome you. So my name is Belinda Wasser, Rocket Girl, signing off. Until next time. Bye-bye.